Maybe you heard it off a friend when you were 5, or perhaps your parents spun you a tale just to keep you in line. From urban legends to common health misconceptions, chances are you've spent a good chunk of your life believing in lies. So before you continue on with this video, be prepared to have your childhood beliefs destroyed and your mind blown. Because today we're gonna debunk 13 big fat lies you were told as a kid and likely still believed until now. Sitting too close to the television will kill your eyes. The fact is, despite your parents' constant insistence that you back away from the screen, sitting too close to the television isn't actually known to cause any human health issues. The origin of this myth dates back to a particular batch of TVs released by General Electric in the 1960s that emitted radiation 100,000 times what was considered safe by health officials. Those TVs were recalled, but the myth persisted. Shaving causes the hair to grow back thicker. The idea of permanently causing your hair to grow back thicker with just a single act of shaving is so terrifying that it has perpetuated this myth for decades. But the fact is, after shaving, the natural thicker base of the hair follicle starts to grow back first, giving the illusion of thicker hair. However, the hair is actually not any thicker. Swallowing chewing gum. At some point in your childhood, you've either been told by a parent or a teacher that chewing gum takes X amount of years to leave your body. Thankfully, this legend is definitely false, and you don't have a wad of accumulated gum sitting in your stomach. When gum is swallowed, the stomach simply pushes it right along with whatever else your child decides to swallow, that is. Here's another one that we've all heard but nobody's really decided to question. We've been told that it's not safe to wake up sleepwalkers. Of course, some of this depends on the individual, but the notion that waking up sleepwalkers is universally dangerous is just false. In fact, if you think about it, wouldn't it be more dangerous to let them continue sleepwalking? Eating carrots will improve your eyesight. We all know that it's a parent's job to make sure their kids eat their veggies. But are they being truthful about the benefits of eating these vegetables? Carrots contain vitamin A, which is an important vitamin for eye health, but they will not actually increase visual acuity. The notion that carrots improve eyesight can be traced back to the British Royal Air Force during World War II, when pilots were using radar for the first time to spot and shoot down enemy planes. In an effort to conceal this new cutting-edge technology, a rumor was started that pilots ate a lot of carrots, which allowed them to see better at night. If you touch a toad, you'll get warts. As a famous frog once said, it's not easy being green. And toads too have a bad rap. Although children are more likely than adults to get warts, as their immune systems have yet to build proper defenses, nobody has ever contracted a wart from handling a toad. Warts are contracted from a virus, which has zero connection to the texture of this amphibian's skin. The different taste bud sections of your tongue. We've been told that different sections of our tongue contain different taste buds. This simply isn't true. Your tongue doesn't actually have different taste bud sections for sweet, salty, sour, and bitter. Your taste receptors are actually scattered pretty evenly across the mouth. Middle school biology was all a lie. Peeing in public pools. If you pee in a public pool, there's a special dye that will turn the water blue so that everyone will know. While it's a fact that this is actually a great idea, sadly, it's just a myth. Not a bad one to propagate though, and it seems to be working as nearly half of all Americans continue to believe that there's a special urine detecting dye. We only use 10% of our brain. We all know the human brain is the most complex organ in the human body, which makes this myth seem quite believable. In fact, unless you happen to be a neuroscientist, you most likely have never questioned this fact at all. But this widely believed misconception is far from the truth. While you might not be using every bit of your brain at any given time, you certainly do use your entire brain over the course of the day. Reading in the dark permanently damages your eyes. This one is an age-old parental favorite. How many times have you been told, "Turn on the lights, it's too dark, you're going to destroy your eyes"? But contrary to what your parents have told you your whole life, the eye strain from insufficient light may cause a slight headache, but it won't cause any permanent damage to your actual eyes or eyesight. At most, it'll just cause your eyes to get tired sooner. If you go outside with wet hair, you'll get sick. Well, we've got news for you. Colds are actually caused by viruses and not by being physically cold. Oftentimes, cold or flu viruses are more common in the winter, increasing the overall likelihood of getting sick, which may have resulted in this myth. Eating and swimming. You must wait 1 hour after eating before you go swimming or you will get cramps and die. This whole myth stems from the incorrect notion that while your body is digesting, there is not enough blood flowing to your limbs, so you'll get cramps and drown. This is totally false. While it's very possible that you're more likely to suffer from stomach cramps after eating and then physically exerting yourself, this has never been known to result in any actual drownings. Not a single one. Humans only have 5 senses. Judging by the fact that popular culture refers to the 6th sense as some sort of supernatural power, I'd say that most people still believe this is true. The sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch model that we've all learned actually dates all the way back to Aristotle circa 300 BC. Needless to say, conventional scientific wisdom has changed slightly since then. Though researchers still debate the exact number of senses, most agree that humans have at least 10 or 11 senses, while some researchers believe that humans have 21 senses or more. The Harvard School of Medicine would add at least 6 new senses to the original list, including our sense of balance, our sense of hot and cold, and perception of time. We'd like to thank you again for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please remember to smash the like button and subscribe to our channel. We'll be uploading more new and interesting videos regularly. We hope you enjoy them.